I mean, to be fair, you ate something called Mr. Porky Pork Scratchings. Doesn't sound like... Sounds like you're taking a risk just eating something called Mr. Porky Pork Scratchings.
A pig? You dirty pig!
I mean, they are dirty pigs after all. We saw one roll down the hill when it was drunk.
Whoa, ho, ho. Shit the bed on my hoe. Come here, girl.
That is some wacky shit. Tess later confirmed she had contracted salmonella. Go away, Spanky. It's enough money. Although the vomiting eventually subsided, Rwanda continued to suffer from diarrhea and abnormal bowel function for almost a year after being discharged from the hospital. A year of diarrhea. Oh! The last couple of years, I've ended up winning. Wait, what? The NFL season's not over? There's a Super Bowl to be played still? Yeah, it's over as far as I'm concerned. Fuck y'all. It's done. It's over. It's over. It's done. It's done. Hey, NFL. Fuck you. Wait a minute. Trust me, I'd be making that. I'd be dropping F-bombs. Motherfucking shit, fucking shit. I wouldn't be going. Well, maybe we will have the R-rated story. Virgin on virgin sex is probably the worst sex a human being can experience. Probably for both parties. You don't know what you're doing. They don't know what they're doing. The drapes match the carpet. Get me to blow on your marbles. Oh, that sounds disgusting. What a freaking mess. That is some wacky shit. It's like something that a young woman would do when she hooks a old man. Like, she wants to turn him into a young person. Look at how cute he is. We sit on the couch and we post pictures on Instagram. My wife, his lack of prejudice.
Racist piece of shit.
He's not.
You racist piece of shit.
He's not one of these.
You racist piece of shit.
Oh! Why didn't I meet you earlier? Because it would have been against the law 4 years earlier. Remember Rock'em Sock'em Robots? That shit was cool. You have fights and everything, and then when you pop them in the face, the head pops off. It was awesome. Evel Knievel, I had that. Those were the best toys ever. Back in the 70s, I'm telling you right now. Like, fuck you, you dick. Don't ask him about his team. That is some wacky shit. What's going on in the football game? Have I won my fantasy yet? I haven't. This guy hasn't scored me a point. The hell's up with that? Throw it to Hawkinson, you fuck. Wait a minute. Said the bad word. See, I just say it. I don't even know I'm saying it, Darren. It just comes out. It is what it is. This is a show where I can say the F word. But I've never been self-conscious until now. But yeah, I will say the F word. And I have, every drop I have has the F word in it.
What did you say? What the fuck did you just say?
I said the F word! What? You got a problem with it? Man, it's not gratuitous. It's just part of my language. That is some wacky shit. Oh, I do have a lot of anger. It fuels me. I'm not going to lie. I run on bitter anger fuel. I get angry at everything. Weird news stories. Man kills rabid bobcat. Man kills rabid bobcat with bare hands. After being attacked, it was me or him. Big brown eyes and golden hair. I used to have golden hair. I used to have nice, luscious, golden blonde hair. Wait a minute! Eager to please. That's why I hate dogs right there. That is the reason I hate dogs. Eager to please. They are such brown nosers. I can't stand. Oh, I love you. God, they're freaking. That is some wacky shit. I mean, to be fair, you ate something called Mr. Porky Pork Scratchings. Fuels me. I'm not gonna lie. I run on bitter anger fuel. I get angry at everything. Weird news stories. Man kills rabid bobcat. Man kills rabid bobcat with bare hands. After being attacked, it was me or him. Big brown eyes and golden hair. I used to have golden hair. I used to have nice, luscious, golden blonde hair. Wait a minute! Eager to please. That's why I hate dogs right there. That is the reason I hate dogs. Eager to please. They are such brown nosers. I can't stand. Oh, I love you. God, they're freaking. That is some wacky shit. Good Monday afternoon. Is there? I can't use the word good with Monday. Good Monday, bad Monday. What is up? The weekend is over. You know, next weekend, Kentucky Derby. Kentucky Derby. I'm going to bet on that shit. You know, I can now bet the Kentucky Derby from my own house. Yes, DraftKings Sportsbook lets me bet the Kentucky Derby. Actually, the whole day. I can play the ponies anytime I want. So, yeah. Anyway, our usual thing is, because it's next week's. Wait, it's not this weekend. It's next weekend. Did I say this weekend? Next weekend. I'm a week ahead. Kentucky Derby's it's 2 weekends. Anyway, it's always after my birthday, so we always used to go to the... Anyway, no one cares. I'm already struggling. Yeah. John, do you know when the Kentucky Derby is? Is it this weekend or next weekend? He doesn't know either. So anyway, not this weekend, but next weekend. Right. Next weekend. So why did my wife say we have plans this weekend? I think she's off a week. Anyway, I've talked to her about that. This weekend is not my birthday weekend, wife. Anyway, here's some weird news coming up. I've got a mouse update. Yes, the mouse in the house update. And Rome is going to ban Dino. I don't know if you guys heard. Dino is one bad tweet away or email away from getting banned from the Jim Rome Show. And as we know with Wells, once you're on the banned list, you don't get off the banned list. Once you're on the boycott list, you don't get off the boycott list. I'm going to revisit that because I don't think Rome's fooling around. I'm trying to warn Dino. I said, dude, you better watch yourself. Weird news. Daily Star. Chef who skinned roadkill to make soup at restaurant caught after bloody hands photo. Uh-oh. This dude was scraping up roadkill and serving it to people at his restaurant. That's not good. Did anyone try your white gravy? I don't know. Scantily clad adult dancers hired to perform at X-rated funeral ceremony. There you go. I mean, the dude's already stiff. Hey-o!
Are you nuts?
He's already stiff.
You like me. You like...
I hit that button by mistake. I'm just trying to move it. What else we got? Look, the Guinness Book of World Records, I used to get that when I was a kid. Every year. It was like this big, thick book. Now it's this bullshit, but it used to be this big, thick book. And I'd go through every freaking one and look at them. Oh, wow. There was some really interesting shit, right? Tallest person in the world. Different stuff like that. This is men keep 5 balloons in the air for 16 minutes to break record. So 2 guys, 5 balloons that aren't filled with helium, they're just regular air, and they spent 16 minutes making sure none of them touched the ground. And that's a Guinness Book of World Record? I mean, we can do that. Me and any other person can do that. That wouldn't be very hard. How is that a Guinness Book of World Record? And then you got to see this video. Stranded dog rescued from high-rise apartment ledge. This fucking dog might be a cat. This dog has 9 lives. Because that shit, of course, animals sometimes are stupid. They don't fear things that they should be afraid of. He's up on this big ledge. He's just like a dumbass. Total dumbass. Hey, dumbass! Get down! You're gonna die. Hey, dog!
This guy is fucking stupid. This guy
Dog.
This guy
Dog.
is fucking stupid.
Sorry, Darren, but this is rated R. I see you in the wolf. What's up? What's up, Darren?
Welcome to the party, pal.
Horses are the smartest animals in the animal kingdom. Doesn't surprise me. Would not surprise me.
Are you fucking with me?
Hey, Eric!
Are you fucking with me?
So, is Dino here yet? I'm going to actually wait to see if he shows up because Jim is going to ban him. I don't think Dino cares, but Jim is going to ban you, Dino. Okay, so that's the dog video. They got, we got this video. Okay, so where do I want to start? Let me do the mouse update real quick. So I figured out how the mice are getting into the house. I figured it out, and I'm not happy about it. So our house, I've learned everything there is to learn about ridge roof vents. And if you don't know what that is, you're about to find out. Wait, what? What's a ridge roof vent? Well, that's what my stupid ass house has. Let me see. Here it is.
Circulate out into the atmosphere, taking along with it that moisture and stuff. So anyways, I have 2 styles of ridge vent here. This roof does have a ridge vent on, but just for illustration purposes, you just take this roll, and this is a rigid style roll vent, and you nail it down across the ridge. So you open the ridge up on both sides about 1/2 inch or so, and then you nail this down and secure it, and then what goes over top of that is a finished cap.
Notice this right here, this plastic edge. See this plastic on the edge? That is to keep critters out. Unfortunately, engineers and morons that designed this product, plastic, when it gets hot over years and years, warps. So that goes down nice and tight against the roof, and it allows air to go through there. And what you want air to go through there is to keep the attic from getting too hot and melting your shingles off. So it performs well, except it's plastic. It needs to be metal. Apparently, the higher end shit is metal. This is plastic. It warps. And then guess what happens when that happens? You get critters that crawl under it. Ridge, vent, roof, vermin. This is what happens. I should have had these all scaled up. But there's a good video. Oh, here we go. Watch this. Here's a good video of what happens when this shit. That is a bat crawling under that shit. Say what?
Oh shit!
Yes,
oh,
that's
shit.
what happens when it warps up after years and years of heat. There's a squirrel or a mouse or a rat, whatever it is, going under that warped seam.
Oh shit!
Which is what's happening in my roof. Mice are getting under that shit. I want to sue somebody. I just don't know who I can sue. There's a squirrel. He's like, oh, hey, look, a little house. I'm going to go right under there. Because why not? Fucking A, bullshit. You know what, that roof vent shit?
Fucking thing sucks.
What a piece of junk.
It is a piece of junk. Look at this shit. Just Wildlife Central.
What a piece.
Once
What a piece of
inside,
junk.
animals produce feces, mites, fleas,
What a
bat
piece of
bugs,
junk.
urine stains, viruses,
What a
and
piece of
can
junk.
damage HVAC and
What
insulation.
a piece of
In the
junk.
past, you would have to tear
What a
off
piece
the
of
entire
junk.
ridge vent,
What
put
a
down
piece of
mesh,
junk.
and reinstall new ridge vent to protect.
Anyway. Squirrels, bats, and mice and roofs. I'm more Richard Gere giving gerbils pink eye. Nick's here. So that is my problem. I have critters now crawling under that fucking plastic crap. And you know what I can see right now? This is me paying the roofer to go up and fix that shit. Oh, how much is that going to be? Oh, $7,000, $10,000, $15,000. Oh, hey, I'll just write it. No, you know what? I'll just start throwing you all my money. I didn't want to retire. I did not want to retire. Just take all my retirement money. I'll work until I'm 100. Whoever designed that crap should burn in hell. I'm just saying. I'm not a cruel person, but the people that designed that, because that is a common problem with that plastic crap. Why? You always hear about automobile recalls and all this crap. That should be recalled. Someone should be paying for that shit. What happens if a cat gets up there? Crawls in my house. Cat, bat, rat. Just bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Anywho, there's my mouse update. So I spent the weekend trimming all the trees away from the house. That was my fault. Apparently the mice were climbing up the tree, jumping on the roof, and then crawling under that guard. So now they can't get onto the roof. But I still got to replace that shit. I don't need no bats. Bats don't need to climb up a tree. A bat can just right under that shit. What a bunch of crap. I'm telling you right now, I know it's going to be thousands. I just hope it's under like $7,000. I'm crossing my fingers from anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000. I'll consider that a win to keep mice out of my house. What a bunch of crap. And they're still selling that crap with the plastic. Should be shot, people. Anyway, there you go. There's my mouse update.
How dare you?
No new mice caught over the weekend, and I did trim the trees. Oh, and if this wasn't fun enough, so I go up there, and as you know, if you watch the show regularly, my work pants have been a little tight, and I have not gone to the 36s. I'm at a 34 waist. My 34s are tight. I'm like, I will lose weight before I put on those 36s. Well, as I'm up trimming the tree, I split my pants. Split my pants. Because I'm
Fat.
I need to go on a diet. And this is nature's way of telling me, split them right up on the roof. I've got the ladder. I've got the chainsaw. I take a step to get a good balance so I can do it. And ripped. By the way, folks, if you did not know what is on the inside of Lucky Jeans, I'm going to let you know. This wasn't part of the story. But if you didn't know why they called them Lucky Jeans, I shipped my drawer signed Kmart commercial. So these are one of the brands of jeans. I go to Goodwill and buy my jeans. I'm not paying $100 a pair or $80 a pair. I go to Goodwill. So I bought these at Goodwill. So the Lucky Jeans, right? So Lucky, it's got a little a four-leaf clover on it. So this is what happens when you're with your significant other and they unzip your pants and you're getting ready to, go frisky. The first thing they see is a thing that says, Lucky you. So if you're out on a date and you're like gonna, hey, you're gonna have some nighttime activities and they unzip your pants, they get a message, Lucky you. It's like a tramp stamp, except it's on the front of your jeans. So anyway, so much for that $25 pair of jeans from Goodwill. Graphic.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Anyway, there you go. That's my mouse situation. And it's not fixed yet. I've got to go to the roofing company and say, please seal up the roof or put the guards on there or whatever to keep the mice out. And that's going to be me paying the bill right there. Those are hundreds, by the way. All just... Hey, person that invented that plastic that warps on a roof that gets hot, this is for you. This is also for you. Why do engineers get paid millions and millions of dollars to design products that fail? That's what I would like to know. You have one job.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
You have one job. You're making a roof product for tens and thousands, hundreds of thousands of houses. Make the roofing product work. You have one job, two jobs. Keep out the rain and keep out vermin. How hard is that? I can go, give me a chemistry set and some materials, and I can design a better product than what is on top of my roof right now. Wouldn't take me that long. I wouldn't use plastic. That shit should be metal. Metal doesn't warp. Well, it warps, but you've got to have like a blowtorch to get it to warp. It's not going to warp from the sun unless it's physically touching the sun. Anyway, what a bunch of bullshit. Is Dino here yet? Dino, are you here? 'Cause I'm going to talk about you. Yeah, I do, Eric. I do. Find the person that designed that. Get more cats. The cats don't do any good when the mice are in the attic. The cats don't live in the attic. If they did, the mice would be gone. The mice are where the cats can't get them. Little smart mice. The traps got them. The glue traps got them. Okay, let's get from one vermin to another. Daily Star, chef who skinned roadkill. Is Darren Drago Wolf still here? I've dropped an average show. There's only like about 3 or 4 F-bombs throughout the show. I think I've dropped about 20 F-bombs in the first 20 minutes. 1 F-bomb per minute. I would imagine he is long gone. Daily Star, chef who skinned roadkill to make soup at restaurant caught after bloody hands photo. A restaurant has apologized. Boy, an apology. An apology? You better start giving some refunds because I think you're going to have a bunch of lawsuits. A restaurant has apologized after one of its chefs, Adam Shefsky. Let me read that. A restaurant has apologized after one of its chefs was allegedly found to have skinned and frozen a roadkill deer that he later planned to make into soup.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
I wonder if he was going to serve it with white gravy. I don't know. Ryan? Has everyone tried your white gravy?
Good about yourself, Ryan.
A chef who secretly, I don't think it was a secret because we found out about it. I'm sure there's pictures. Let me get these up on the proper screen. There's the guilty chef. He's a fake hunter too. He just got roadkill. He didn't shoot it. He just let someone else. Oh, so that pixelated mess right there is the dead deer? This photograph appears to show a bloody-handed chef standing over a dead animal. Oh, he's got blood on his hands. It's like OJ, except with a deer. So he's got bloody hands. If the bloody hands don't fit, you must have quit. All right. Let's get back to me reading the story. A chef who secretly skinned a roadkill outside his restaurant to make into soup was caught after being photographed with what appears to be hands covered in blood in a nearby alley. Investigators were alerted to the potential health risk after a now deleted Facebook post accused the employees at Louisiana's China Queen of butchering animals killed on nearby roads, as well as from a photo which appeared to show a chef standing over an animal carcass with bloodied hands. Wait, where's this place at? Louisiana's China Queen. I want more. Louisiana's China Queen restaurant. All right, let's see. Where is this place at? Oh, it gets 3.3 stars. Mongolian Grill. Is this a chain? Oh my God, I put this in the thing and there's like 50 million stories about this roadkill. I'm not going to go out on a limb too far to say that your restaurant is probably going to go out of business. You know what else tells you? You know where I'm not going to eat at a restaurant? I'm not going to eat at a restaurant where half of the letters are blacked out or burned out on their sign, because that tells you they're saving money. Right there, you should go, wait a minute. They can't even afford to get a light bulb. Are they even like cleaning the bathrooms? Is the kitchen like, I mean, that's your first. Wait, this review is from someone named Crowcat. Crowcat? I want to read this review. So where is this at? Where are we at here? Come on, populate. I have fast internet. So this is north of New Orleans. This is up on some freeway up headed north by Pineville and Alexandria. Okay. Wait, I want to see this Crowcat review. Lifting the curtain to reveal the culture hidden within central Louisiana and beyond. Explore more content on YouTube. That's not a review. That's crazy. All right, anyway. So it's in, central Louisiana. Or not Louisiana. Yeah, Louisiana. Duh. Employees at Louisiana China Queen of butchering animals killed on nearby roads, as well as from a photo. Okay, I already read that part. Police searched the restaurant where they found a skinned deer carcass that had allegedly been collected after being found dead on the side of the road. It was in a kitchen freezer placed in proximity to food reportedly meant for customers, according to local radio station BDC. You know what? This story makes me want to... That's disgusting. The chef reportedly told the cops that he intended to make a soup out of the butchered roadkill, but that it was exclusively for his consumption and not meant for customers. Bullshit. You know what I say to that chef?
Liar, lie your pants on fire.
The chef reportedly told the cops that he intended to make a soup out of the butchered roadkill, but that this was exclusively for his consumption and not meant for customers.
Liar, lie your pants on fire. Liar, lie your pants on fire.
He's full of shit.
A police spokesman said, quote, the individual stated he located the deer along a roadside at approximately 10 a.m. that morning and believed it to be a roadkill from a vehicle strike the previous night.
He's full of shit.
He further stated that the meat was intended for use in soup. However, officers on scene were unable to determine whether the meat was intended for personal consumption or for service to restaurant patrons.
He's full of shit. He's full of shit.
Liar, lie your pants on fire.
Yeah, it was only going to be for him. Here's a note on the door. I have not read it yet, but it looks good. I wonder what they're going to say. Oh, we're closed for remodel. We're just going to remodel. We apologize for the recent incident. The item involved was never intended to be served to customers. Can I get that bigger? There we go. But it was improperly stored. It has been fully cleaned and sanitized. We are cooperating with health authorities and have corrected our procedures to ensure this does not happen again. Corrected your procedures? Corrected your procedures would mean that before you corrected them, that was your procedure. So that was okay until you got caught. And then it had to be corrected. I like how it also does not say that the chef has been fired. It says nowhere on there that he's been terminated. Only that they're correcting the procedures. Yikes. A note photographed in a window at the restaurant seemingly offering apology to customers for the incident. Once again, we got Google Chrome loves to stick ads right down the middle of the text article. So guess what? I've got to go to your competitor, Microsoft Edge, Google, so that I can read the story. You know, that's kind of the most important part of a story, being able to read the story. Because if you can't read the story, then what's the point of posting the story? If it's hidden behind an ad, that's blocking the text. Let's see, where are we at? Officials pointed out that while the deer is a popular delicacy in Louisiana, restaurants found butchering roadkill posed serious risks and broke the law while doing so. A spokesperson said, quote, and did I just read this? A spokesman said, quote, while the consumption of a deer is common in Louisiana, that's literally the sentence I just wrote in front of this sentence. State law prohibits the the possession of roadkill without prior authorization from law enforcement. Additionally, improper handling and storage of wild game can pose serious public health risks due to rapid bacterial growth. The restaurant has had its run-ins with health inspectors in the past. Why is it still open? The restaurant has had run-ins with health inspectors in the past, with one charge mentioning storing chemicals above food, although that issue was reportedly corrected during a follow-up visit. Serving roadkill. Oh, allegedly. They can't prove that it was served. He was going to eat it. He was going to cook it there and eat it himself. His own personal consumption. Free mouse meat at Haunted Horse House. You know what? I wonder if you can eat a mouse. I'm sure you can. Can you eat a mouse? Yes, humans can and do eat mice, but it is generally restricted to survival situations or specific cultural culinary traditions due to significant health risks associated with wild rodents. You know what? We can make a movie called COVID 2. Haunted Horses, Mice from a Zoo. I'm sorry, I couldn't figure out how to rhyme that. COVID 2, Haunted Horse, Ground Zero. Global delicacy. Mice are considered Mikes. The only one that eats Mikes is Jeffrey Dahmer. Mice are considered a seasonal delicacy in parts of Malawi. Now I can't say it. Where's Armand Armadillo to help me pronounce that? Rome can't pronounce it either. Malawi. Hey, Armand Armadillo! You never told us they eat mice in Malawi and Zambia, where they are often hunted in cornfields, boiled, salted, and fire-dried. Historical delicacy. Ancient Romans raised and fattened edible dormice in terracotta jars to be served roasted with honey and poppy seeds. Survival food. In extreme survival scenarios, mice and other rodents are cited as a viable protein source when handled with care and cooked thoroughly. Armand Armadillo, you've been to Malawi. You did not tell us they ate mice. Why? What are you hiding? When's Dino going to be gone? I need Armand Armadillo to fill in for him so I can ask him about... I want to know, Armand Armadillo, have you tried mice? Have you eaten a mouse? You've been to Malawi for years and years and years. You can't tell me you weren't offered a mouse on a stick.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I want to know, have you eaten a mouse? All right, moving on. Daily Star, scantily clad. I got to get the picture up here because if they're scantily clad, I know you pervs want to see it. Let me get rid of this roadkill story. Is Dino here yet? Has anyone seen Dino? I've got to watch out for Dino. And now Armand Armadillo. I want to see either one of those guys. You know what, Eric? It still looks like I got something right there, but it's not. It's just the color of the whiskers. I swear, I look at that, I'm like, oh, that's some of my dinner, but it's not. Scantily clad adult dance. Jeez, that's bright. Scantily clad adult dancers hired to perform at X-rated funeral ceremony. Wait a minute. If they're scantily clad, it's not X, it's R. They've got to be nude to be X. Wait a minute. I don't even think nude is X. Nude is R. X, you've got to be doing stuff. You've got to have, like, apparatus.
Be real, Abigail. Is that you?
That's X. That's X. That's X. If you've got devices touching parts of your body, that's X. Or if you've got two people doing things, X. But being nude is not X, that's R. Scantily clad adult dancers hired to perform at X-rated funeral ceremony. I mean, are they having sex? Then it's X. They put the X in sex. A man's funeral has gone viral. Bacon needs this. I've got herpes drop right there. A man's funeral has gone viral after he hired a troupe of scantily clad dancers to perform in front of his coffin to cap off a multi-day ceremony following his death. So here's the picture I can show. I gotta fix that close-up. So there's, let's see. Oh, we've got boxes over the boxes. I'm assuming that's added by the company. What? You can't see butt crack? Is it against the law to see a butt crack? That does not make it X. Bizarre footage has emerged after a troupe of scantily clad dancers were hired to perform in front of a man's coffin. Wait, I read that. That's in there twice. The Thai bloke, Thai, Thai, the Thai bloke, this is from the Daily Star, so it's British. The Thai guy reportedly passed away after a long battle with chronic illness. But before he died, he made sure that his family would hire the so-called coyote dancers to perform a routine in his honor. Coyote dancers? Coyote dancers? Is that their group name or is that what they call them in Thailand? Hey, where's Dino? Now I want to know from Dino, because he's been to Thailand. Bacon's been to Thailand. Why is my audience devoid of the three people that can help this show with stuff? Facts. I want to know, first of all, did Armand Armadillo see anyone eat mice or eat mice himself? Dino has been to Thailand. Did he see coyote dancers? Bacon's been to Thailand. Did he see coyote dancers? The three dancers can be seen gyrating just in front of the man's coffin wearing pink leotards in a gesture that the deceased apparently hoped would help attendees not be so sad. Not be sad. I added the word so. So this was supposed to make the attendees not sad, not be sad, according to Asian News Network Mothership.
Racist piece of shit.
Oh shit, we got a front view. I don't know. Can you guys handle it? I don't know. Can you guys handle seeing the front view?
The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
You've been warned. There you go. I think this blurry thing. So are they not wearing bottoms? Is that, or no underwear? Anyway, they are clothed. How is that X? Honestly, that's not X. That's R. That's even PG-13. Of course, I don't know what's behind the blurry little box thing. In the foreground of the video, people can be seen filming. Now, they don't let you film at our strip clubs. Just saying. You get out and start filming, they will please ask you to leave. I have a story. Somewhere, let's see, how do I say this and protect the names of the innocent? I went to Vegas. There were friends there, and one of my friends had a brand new camera. Brand new, like really expensive, all the latest features, everything else. And unfortunately, he got a little too drunk and was filming the strippers. And they said, you can't film here. And he goes, no, I'm just showing my friends the camera, which he wasn't. He was filming. And next morning when we woke up, he didn't have it anymore. Someone stole it from them at the strip club, probably someone that worked there, and it serves them right. So there you go. If you're not supposed to film at the strip club and you're filming at the strip club, you're going to lose your fancy schmancy camera. I'm just saying. Just saying. There you go. There you go. And if anyone thinks it's the person I was talking about, that ain't them. It's the other person I was talking about, not the person you think I'm talking about. There you go. I have multiple friends that go to Vegas and film at strip clubs, and it was the other one. In the foreground of the video, people can be seen filming the dance on their phones, while what appears to be a child watches while eating. The child was eating. You know what? That child was very
Happy, 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 happy.
Fuck you, Putin, for making me change the song. Gail hates this new version.
Happy, happy, happy.
We'd rather hear happy, 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 happy. But Putin sends me emails every time I use it that it's banned in Russia. Let me read that again because I don't want to lose fact of what I just read. In the foreground of video of, the women scantily clad, and she's a coyote dancer, remember? She's quite attractive. I'm not gonna lie. Very, very, very pretty woman. Not Julia Roberts' pretty woman with Richard Gere, but pretty woman in a very nice, very adult outfit. In the foreground of the video, people can be seen filming the dance on their phones, while what appears to be a child watches on while eating. That child has the same excuse I do when I go to the strip club. No, I go to the strip club because they have good food. Just happens to be there's naked women there. No, they serve a really good steak. Not a lie. Club 205, I haven't been there in a long time, but used to have an $8 T-bone steak. It was fucking amazing. Can you give me an $8 T-bone steak and parade naked women in front of me? I'm going to go and get my $8 steak. I mean, that's just too tempting. I can't. I'm a human being. I like steak and I like boobs. And if you're going to give me a steak for $8 and put boobs in front of me, I'm going to show up. Went there on the night I signed the divorce papers on my divorce number 2. The 59-year-old man, he died at 59. That sucks. Jeez, that's only 2 years older than I am now. The 59-year-old man, who has been referred to as Winage, W-I-N-I-J, Winage, was described by local media as fun-loving and cheerful. Oh, wait. A fun-loving and cheerful person who was respected by his neighbors. I bet he was if he had naked women dancing in his house. The unusual ceremony took place on Tuesday at Wat Thapanom Chuet in Thailand's Ron-Thibun district, and reportedly took place just before the man's cremation. He got cremated? So wait a minute. He's not cremated yet. He's in the coffin, and they're doing their little dancey dance. Dance, dance, dance. Dance, dance, dance. Lee, 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 lee. And then right after that, they took him and lit him on fire? A video of the dance, parts of which had to be blurred, attracted a mix of reactions on social media. On the social media site TikTok, with some users shocked by the decision. You know what? Well, first of all, you know what? They put the ad in front of this story too. Assholes. Hey, Chrome, why don't you fix your product? Hey, Haunted Horse, why don't you stop using the product? That's defective. That's bothering you during your show. Because I like Chrome, because it's easy and I know how to use it. Okay. Video TikTok users were shocked by the decision. One user wrote, quote, This is so alarming. While another added that they thought, quote, deep inside the dancers might be uncomfortable. Wait, deep inside, the dancers might be uncomfortable. Huh? Do they look uncomfortable? I don't think they do. I mean, if Leo's laughing at him, they are. Others were less damning, with some pointing out that funerals do not always need to be sad and solemn affairs. How is that X-rated? Why aren't you blurring that? There's nothing. They're in full. They're wearing lingerie. It's PG-13. The headline was misleading. One simply put, what a legend he is. The bizarre performance is not the only odd funeral to have made headlines in recent weeks. In China, a family was forced to apologize after burying 120,000 yen, I guess. No, that's Japan. What do they have in China? Whatever this is, 120 a Mercedes in honor of their dead father. Oh shit, there's a picture of that. Get off my screen. How do I get rid of the picture? Look at this. Holy shit, they buried a brand new Mercedes. What? What? There goes a bunch of money. 120,000 China money. Whatever the China money is. China money.
Racist piece of shit.
The luxury motor, complete with a prized 8888 number. What is that, lucky? Do you feel lucky? Well, do you pump? Wait, haunted houses. I thought that was Haunted Horse. I'm like, holy shit. They're starting to advertise directly to me. 888 number plate worth nearly, the license plate's worth 30,000 Chinese money. Apparently, 8888, if you sold someone that license plate, it's worth 30,000 Chinese money. Was decorated with red ribbons before being lowered into the ground using a forklift. The funeral took place in China's Liaoning region on April 9th, with locals helping to shovel dirt over the flashy black Mercedes. However, the family's unusual send-off landed them in hot water with authorities. The very next day, local civil affairs officials punished the family, believed to have the surname Yin, for the stunt. The family issued a public apology but offered no explanation for their actions, while Chinese funeral traditions sometimes involve burning objects loved by the deceased, burying an entire car across the line. In China, you don't want to cross the line. Sometimes, boom! Do not break the law in China. Who's here? Are any of the people I need to be here? Armin Armadillo here? No. Is Armin Armadillo here? Is Dino here? Is Bacon here? Did Haunted Horse just gloss in the third person? Probably. There. I just ran myself. Yen light is China's currency. Yen light? Yen light? I use a yen light when it's dark. Turn on your yen light in the middle of a young boy's dream. Don't wake me up too soon. Gonna take a ride across the moon. Nobody needed that on their Monday. Nobody needed that on their Monday. Everyone in the audience is doing this. Turn on the light bright. No, light bright goes, light bright, making things with light. Out of sight with the things that the light brighter. I think that's how it goes. Wait a minute. out of sight, making things with... That's how it goes. Light bright, making things with light. Out of sight, making things with light bright. Light bright commercial. Here it goes.
The Great American Tune-In is brought to you by Light Bright. Turn on the magic of colored lights. Light Bright from Milton Bradley.
Light bright, turn on the magic of color.
That's a new one. Where's the 80s one?
Light bright,
That's... No, 70s.
making things
There it
with
is.
light. Out of sight, making things with light bright.
Light Bright, the toy that lets you create beautiful pictures.
That's the power of advertising. I listened to that while watching cartoons over and over again, and I can quote the lyrics of a song that I heard 50 years ago. Light bright, making things with light. Out of sight, making things with light bright. That is why our brains are so fucked up. All the crap we heard and learned when we were little is rattling around up there, just like that Toys R Us song that goes, icicles growing, fireplaces glowing, hearts overflowing with cheer. It's that wonderful season. I forgot the rest. So Toys R Us didn't do as good of a job. Wait. Toys R Us commercial. Christmas. There it is. I'll even give you guys the graphics. Yeah. I don't need a title. I know what it is. I heard it a million times. Icicles growing. Hey, I can't hear it. Hey, moron that uploaded this video. If you can't hear it, it's worthless. Try this. Why can't I hear that one? What is wrong with you people? You know what? Just for that, you are getting a thumbs down. Thumbs down! You have one job. I don't want to see it. I want to hear it. There we go. Wait. They get a thumbs up. See? See what happens when you do a good job? Haunted Horse, third person, will reward you with a thumbs up.
Fireplaces glowing, icicles growing, hearts overflowing with cheer. It's that wonderful season we all find so pleasing. The
Toys R Us time of year!
The world's biggest toy stores, Toys R Us. The biggest selection, Toys R Us.
It's a Toys R Us going bankrupt and no longer here because they ran it into the ground. A hedge fund bought it and raided their retirement pension fund, and then the store went down the toilet because they didn't have any money to pay their bills, and then no one would give them toys to sell. They should have put that in the song. Haunted Horse was watching Goober and the Ghost Chasers. Dude, that was my favorite cartoon. That is not a lie. Goober and the Ghost Chasers, when it was on, was my favorite cartoon as a kid. Nice pull, Jay. That was my favorite. Unless I said it on here, you had a great guess. Because I think that was only on for 2 years. It was a knockoff of Scooby-Doo. But when Goober, the dog, got scared, he turned invisible. It's genius. Kids love invisibility. Scooby-Doo couldn't turn invisible. But he could. So he'd be like walking around, and there'd be a ghost go, boo! And he'd go, ah! And he'd turn invisible. Except you could always see him because he had a dog collar. Hey, if you're going to have an invisible dog, don't have a dog collar on him. Because then everyone can see where he is. Kind of stupid. It's probably for dumb kids that, if there's no dog collar, then we're not going to know the dog's in the room. That was a great cartoon. 2 years. It was on for 2 years. Scooby-Doo's still on. But Goober and the Ghost Chases, That was a full-on guess. I mean, I've said it. I don't talk about it very often, but I've said it. I mean, I did a show where I talked about the best cartoons of the 70s and 80s. No, I don't think you heard me say it. But yeah, that was like the best cartoon. All right, we're going to have to move the balloon idiot, the stupid record for keeping 5 balloons up for 16 minutes. 2 people. It's not like one person did it. Wait, I got 5 minutes. I can cover this in 5 minutes. I promised my friend. Apparently, this is a Guinness Book of World Records. Longest time keeping 5 balloons in the air, and it's 2 people.
Gosh, I would help him break his first Guinness World Records title.
Or is it
I honestly
1?
thought I was giving him an easy.
2.
I was very.
That's a record.
Stop it. Get some help.
With only 2 seconds left before qualifying, we risk ruining the entire attempt. 1 balloon drops fast, and everything we worked for was about to disappear.
And they're in a
We met the
row
local
with
YMCA
balls.
to try for the record for the longest time to keep 5 balloons in the air as a team. After inflating the balloons by air, much bigger than the 8-inch minimum required, we hold all 5 balloons in our arms. We release them into the air across the court, and the timer starts. To qualify, we have to keep all 5 balloons in the air for at least 10 full minutes. At first, it feels controlled, but the balloons don't behave like juggling balls. They drift.
Is that the stupidest thing you've ever seen? Now they're in the Guinness Book of World Records for doing this. 2 people with 5 balloons. I could break that record this weekend. That is dumb. That is dumb. And apparently this moron that broke that record, he holds 350 Guinness Book of World Records. So 350. So you know what he's doing? He's going in the book and looking for all the easy ones. Oh, how many times can I slap my tongue in 1 minute? The record is 7. There, 8. He's going through and cherry picking. Idiot. Check this out. Dino's going to get banned. Dino's not here. Check this out. This is like the warning Wells got. And I know Dino cannot help himself. Dino's going to be banned. By the end of May, he will be banned. You watch. By the end of May.
Hey, Rome. Just Rome, actually. I know you don't watch baseball. So my question is for Tom. What do you think about ABS since its implementation? Thanks, Dino. Dino, I know you're trying to get under my skin. You just don't matter enough. You're like a gnat. But let me ask you something, Dino. How would you like to be inductino into the banned list, which includes 1, actually 2? Willie and KC back in the day. But Wells in the 720, and you, Dino, are about to become an inductino into that same list. You're right there. Like, I'm not mad because you're not important enough for me to be mad at. You're just acting the fool, Dino. Like, besides acting like a fool, what are you doing? Besides wasting my time. You're being ridiculous, dude. Just stop. Just stop. Go ask Wells if I meant it.
That is the one that gives it away right there. Go ask Wells if I meant it. Because I remember the day Wells got banned. I was listening live.
No. We'll do it live!
And Rome said, Wells, stop. Just stop. And guess what? Wells sent another one within 2 minutes of him saying that. And then he said, now you're done. And he ran him. And it's been 465 days because Wells keeps track. This tells me all I need to know. Dino's going to get banned unless he stops.
2. Willie and KC back in the day.
When he says,
but Wells in the
Wells,
720.
If I was
and you, Dino, are about to become an inductino into that same list. You're right there.
This is the telling part right here.
Like, I'm not mad because you're not important enough for me to be mad at. You're just acting the fool, Dino.
Right here. Right here.
Besides acting like a fool, what are you doing? Besides wasting my time. You're being ridiculous, dude. Just stop. Just stop. Go ask Wells if I meant it.
Go ask Wells if I meant it. He ain't kidding. Anyway, I mean, it's not like the worst thing in the world if you get banned from the show. I mean, just move on, I guess. But I'm telling you right now, Dino, I would stop. I would take a break. Unless you want to get banned. But Wells did not know he was going to get banned. He thought Jerome was joking, and he wasn't. I thought Rome was joking. I'm not kidding. When he banned Wells, I thought, oh, it's a gag. It'll last a week, and then he'll find a way to get him back in the show. He was serious. I did not know. Because, Rome gets fake mad all the time. But not with Wells. He was pissed. Anyway. Good night, Cindy. Cindy, don't go to Louisiana restaurants named China, whatever that was, and order the deer soup. It might be roadkill. It might be. I called in with a beef last week. It didn't fit the narrative for the week's beef. They told me to call back this week with it. Sometimes you got to get creative and work on the fly. Yeah, well, Dino's on Rome's nerves. He might want to take a break because he's about to get ban-hammered. Anyway, there you go. All new show tomorrow. Hey, Relaxing, what's up? All new show tomorrow. We'll get to some of the stories I missed. I've got a whole folder of good stuff. I've got some good stories that keep getting bumped, but I'm really excited to get to. Where are they at? We didn't get to the stranded dog rescue. You know what? I'm done with this balloon record. It's so stupid. I have not gotten to the Florida hospital drops lawsuit. There was a patient at a Florida hospital that would not leave, and they couldn't get them to leave, and they were there for like months. And the Florida hospital's trying to get rid of them, and they refused to leave. And I'm like, why can't you call the cops to get rid of them? Anyway, I can't wait to read that. That's an old story, but I've been trying to get to it. Anyway, there's some other good stuff. I can't wait. I can't wait. All right, everyone. Back tomorrow. See you later, alligator. Oh, wait. Not only will I be back tomorrow, but guess what? It's not Haunted Horse and Friends. It's The Waterhole. Oh, I forgot. We changed the background on Thursday. Oh, yeah. Armin was here. And apparently I changed it to Storm Clouds. I don't know why. I guess I have to go back and watch and remember why I did that. Unless anyone remembers. I got to get rid of Armin's gone. Let's see. And it's going to be Tuesday, not Thursday. There. We're ready to go. And just got to change the background. Or I'll leave it. I don't know what that has to do with a water hole other than rain makes water, which makes it a hole. I guess. I don't know. Maybe. All right. Later, everyone. Back tomorrow. Tuesday show, 5 p.m. Pacific. Out.